May be wondering, Mr. Streamer, do you not already do 3 videos a day on the main channel? Why are you doing yet another series? Welcome to Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin Random Edition. Mainly because I need a warm-up series. So if I'm doing 3 episodes a day, I basically need to hit the ground running. The second I wake up, I need to just start recording immediately. The downside to that is who the hell wants to talk? Who can talk decently when you just wake up, huh? So I need a warm-up series, even if it's just like 20 minutes, half an hour a day, just to sort of get some recording chops going. So I figured we'd play some Dark Souls 2, purely randomized. So the randomizer for Dark Souls 2, we're not going to change enemy positions, because the way you randomize Dark Souls 2 is janky as all fuck. So you have to run a cheat table... a cheat table file through cheat engine. It's a really weird way to do it, and hook it into the process. So if you play online, you'll just get banned instantly, which is obviously a great start. There's also no way to change that until we get into game, which is fantastic too. Obviously we're playing Scholar of the First Sin, because I'm not a... No, don't initialize online mode. That's actually the one thing I just said don't do. Okay. We'll cross that hurdle when we get there. I haven't set the audio or anything yet.
Perhaps you've
Fuck.
seen it.
Because...
Maybe in a dream.
Hang on.
A murky,
Forgotten land. Oh, there's dragons. It's Dark Souls, you know how it go. I'm not able to change any of the settings until you get into game, because Scholar of the First Sin is well designed. Speaking of which, is that now way too quiet? That's now way too quiet. What the fuck? Hang on. Okay. That's kind of okay. Let me just crank it a little bit more. I'm using Windows sounds, which is just a horrible idea in hindsight. I'm just going to whack it right up to maximum and then change it in game. Right, how we looking now? Is that good? I think that'll probably do. All the items randomized, so it actually makes Dark Souls 2 a bit more of a puzzle game, which sounds weird, but Dark Souls 2 had a lot of sort of area blocks, kind of like false level blocks on it. Things that would force you to come and backtrack. I feel like it was almost like artificial game length to some extent, because this game immediately pick up a pyromancer for him. That's quite nice. This game had much less development time than Dark Souls 1. So I feel like they had to throw in... I don't know. This is just an assumption based on playing this game a bit. It almost feel like they kind of had to artificially extend the length of the game. So there's a load of times you have to backtrack. There's a whole bit where you literally go back in time, which is a bit garbage. And they just reskin the same level. But instead, they... add it so you have to go around finding some items. Now, those items are going to be randomly strewn in through the world. So we're going to be looking for the giant souls, which are going to be hidden just throughout the regular Dark Souls world. Is there not an item over here? Oh, there is. I knew there fucking was. Excuse me. Shrek. Not today. Thank you. Mace of the... What did that say? Mace of the Insolent. That might be good. Not only with the giant souls, but there's Pharos Lockstones, which are basically keys to unlock certain areas to get access to certain items. There are Fragrant Branches of Yore, which let you unpetrify statues to get into new areas. Like I said, there's a lot of actual level blocking going on in this. So it might be a lot of backtracking. Like I said, it's going to turn it more into a puzzle than anything else. But it's good for... Throne Watcher Soul, thank you. It's going to be good for me just to warm things up. I also like Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is the first Dark Souls game I properly played. I had Dark Souls... So there's been like 3 different versions of Dark Souls 1 right now. There's obviously the original Dark Souls 1. There was all the DLC, variants, Game of the Year editions, which still counts as the same one. Then there was Prepare to Die, which is built in DirectX 11, which is the same engine as Dark Souls 2. And then there's the remastered one, which is basically identical to the other version, because From Software needed money to fund Sekiro. What's our name? Obviously, these are the adventures. Whose story are you going to tell today? These are the adventures of my good friend, Grapple. Grapple Klap. Grapple Klap. Spelled with a K, please. We're not children here. Grapple Klap, is this the name you're sure of? I'm not sure if this randomizer actually randomizes loadouts. We'll take a look. Hopefully it does, because that'll give us... No, it doesn't. That's a shame. It's going to say it'll give us something interesting to play around with. I'm going to start as Deprived, because I'm not a big babby. And then we'll also we'll go full gamble mode. We'll start with the Petrified something and immediately offer it to the Crows, see if we get, like, the Demon's Hammer. The Crows might also be randomized, so we could just get a purely random item that might help sort of guide the run a little bit. So we are going to have to specifically try and hunt down every single item, because we can't fight... Dispelling Ring +1, that's quite nice. We can't fight King Vendrick unless we get all the Giant Souls, and the Giant Souls are just going to be chucked around randomly. So, like, normally, for example, you get one from the Duke's Dear Freya. That's just lying on the floor in the boss fight. In this, it will be put somewhere in the world because it's just an item that's passively lying on the floor. So that's going to cause us a huge amount of fun, I can imagine. Missing a single giant soul, and I have to go around hunting them in between episodes. That's going to be really fun. Excuse me. What was that iron mace we got? Oh, that's actually not bad. Wow, look at that. So it does lightning and dark damage too. Holy shit. I'm never going to parry, so the parry stat is completely irrelevant. We need 15 strength, 10 dex, and we need 10 faith as well. That might be genuinely our primary weapon. Then we've also got primary strength. Is it one-handed? It is one-handed. That could be quite fun. The reason to use maces especially, I mean, obviously Dark Souls 2, you run the fucking Dark Souls 3, sorry, you run the wind blades, the twin blades, which are horribly OP. I always play with Vort's hammer, just massive, and go and smash through, because for PvE, that thing is unbelievably good. Why am I even coming here? I was coming through here to get the dagger, but there isn't going to be a dagger. There's going to be nothing. Maybe I should try and use that mace. We haven't got the dex requirements for it, but it's probably better than punching these guys, just for the range. Not much point using... Oh, God, we look like a baby that's been stretched. That's horrendous. Sorry, I'm trying to get a zoom in on his face, and it's just occurred to me we're getting closer and closer to his crotch there. That's fine. That's not a problem. Right, let's see if we can do a bit more damage with this thing. You know what? Actually, we do. It's still not great. The stamina use is obviously going to be ridiculous because we don't have the strength or the dex level for it. Oh, well. We'll roll with this for the time being. Can we block with this? Yeah, we can at least block with this, so that's something. Not that I'm ever going to be blocking. What are you doing? Oh, it's got a... It can cast spells? I've never used this mace before. Dark Souls 2, you can get the Ultramoon Greatsword really, really early on by killing what's-his-name outside the Shaded Forest. Outside the Kokiri Forest. That's kind of a good go-to weapon. To be honest, I have played Dark Souls 2. No backstab, that's fine. Dark Souls 2, I have started characters over and over and over again until I've got the old Demon Hammer from the Crows with the Petrified something. That's always a fun start. I've never played Dex in Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2, unlike Dark Souls 3... and Dark Souls 1 and Bloodborne, is very, very, very slow. It's like really, really slow. It's not even like Sekiro slow, where it's slow and calculated. This is just fucking slow, and every boss is just a variant of some dude in armor. The first difficult boss we're going to fight is a dude in armor. That being the Pursuer. I always struggle with the Pursuer. Don't ask me why. We could go fight Ornstein first. Do you think by the end of today we could beat Ornstein? I'm going to go for it. Excuse me, please. You know what? Fuck this. Get out of here. I think it actually is slower. You can dual wield nothing? Oh. This works so much better. Thank you. Right. What was that dagger item? I completely ignored it. I think it was something crap, wasn't it? Dispelling Ring. Increases magic, lightning, fire, and dark and magic defense. Obviously very good. Let's get the... Oh, they've given us gear. Thank you, old woman. Much appreciated. And do we have any... Oh, we got the Throne Watcher soul, didn't we? Is that not one of the souls that you have to recombine? I feel like it's been, like I said, it's been a long time since I played Dark Souls 2, so you have to bear with me remembering some of the... like I said, there's a lot of puzzle elements to this, like working out how to beat King Vendrick. You have to collect all the giant souls and go back in time and all that shit with the seeds. If you don't, then he's got, like, infinite defense. Excuse me. I've been trying to backstab. What the hell am I doing? We'll try and beat Ornstein by the end of today. How long have we got? 8 minutes 30, and we haven't even got to Majula yet. I just wanted to pick up these early items. Specifically, I want to unlock the crows, so that we can trade away our petrified something, just in case we get something cool to start off with. Because that'll probably determine the rest of our run, depending on what they give us. Right, here you go, my friends. Not quite Pickle D and Pumple Rum, are they? Right, leave. Thank you. Excuse me. Oh, God, I forgot the system in this is different. Right, you have to leave it like that. Otherwise, it'll offer to leave, like, multiple different items. Thank you. What have you got for me? White ring. Is it not randomized then? Interesting. Yeah, shut up. Actually, maybe it is. I don't remember. Like I said, it's been a long time to play. That's specifically why I'm playing Dark Souls 2 right now, rather than Dark Souls 3. Take the appearance of a phantom. Fuck it. Honestly, why not? That's always fun, because there's a part of the game called the Shaded Woods, where it's just before you fight the Scorpion Lady, just before you I don't remember what it's called. Brightstone... Is it the Brightstone Seldora? Whatever. The bit before that, there's actually enemies that look like this. And if you're playing online, obviously, we are. Shit. Should probably turn that off. If you're playing online, how do we turn that off mid-game? Blah, 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 blah. Vibration. Don't really care too much about that. I'm going to be honest. Cross-region play. It doesn't matter. Whatever. If we get banned in Dark Souls 2, I won't lose any sleep. What was I talking about? Yeah, there are enemies that have this appearance. So if you're playing online, oh, we almost certainly are playing online, holy fuck, then you will just confuse them for players. And they'll, like, get behind you, backstab you, they can hit you from a distance. It's quite a fun little idea, if not a complete fucking dick move from FromSoft there. Right, we want to drop down somewhere here. Probably where those messages are so that we can grab ourselves an item. Careful. Excuse me? Oh, right, next level, you fool. Again, we have to try and go for every item. Ooh, large soul of the slimmest. For 6 smelter wedge. Thank you. We need to get every item because we could just miss out on a... Speaking of which, a key item, that's one of the soul of the giants. You need 5 of those to defeat the... Not really the big bad boss of the game, but it's the boss that you are the player is led to believe as being the big bad boss of the game. If you don't have 5 souls of a giant, he has something like 99% physical resistance. So it would take you all day to hit him with a sword. I've beaten him with 3 souls of a giant, and that was torture. That was just honestly horrible, mainly because the amount of time it took. We need to get all the items around my jeweler as well. You know what, we'll do that in a minute. Let's go speak to old Emerald Herald. Roll. God, the rolls are so laggy. I've been playing Dark Souls 3 on stream, obviously, recently, so going from that to this is going to be a complete fucking nightmare, because it's so slow by comparison. I'm going to get really complacent. Right, yeah, bearer, seek, last. Thank you. Right, level up. What have you got for us, Chief? 500. So we wanted, what was it, 15 strength, 12 dex, something like that? We'll check it, obviously, when we've got some more souls, because right now we are a little bit low on the ground. Can I crunch any of these? Soul of a giant. We could crunch the soul of the giant. I'm not going to. Is this one that we can crunch? So there's also a soul you have to find fragments for it. I believe it's supposed to be in lore one of the daughters of Izalith. I mean, I'll crunch it if we can. Throw and watch a soul. That's not, like, Nissandra's soul, is it? Or whatever her name is. No, not for 16,000, it's not. Let's also crunch the soul of a nameless soldier. We could crunch the soul of the giant, but like I said, if we do that, we can't really play any of the Scholar of the First Sin content. We can complete the game, but you miss out on the actual DLC side of things. You can't fight the Scholar himself. Craftsman Hammer and a Twinkling Tongue. Hang on, the Craftsman Hammer, that's what you get if you kill Leningrad or Andre in every other game. 20. Man, it's actually not bad. The reason I like hammers, they're very, very good against armored foes. As you can see right now, it would, I mean, obviously we're using nothing there, but it would give 45 armor damage. I forget the actual term for it. That's actually really good. Yeah, strike spell for the Mace of the Insolent. That's what the Inquisitors use now. I don't think we'll use that. I think we'll try and go for the Craftsman Hammer. What I am going to do... Oh, see, now what I normally do if I was playing Dark Souls 2 was I'd immediately go and kill the Seldora. But given that the Seldora would just drop random items, to be fair, he might drop 4 random good items instead. Maybe we should give it a go. So normally the clothes you get from the Seldora when you kill him give a... It's like a 15% total increased souls. Sorry, I'm like suppressing hiccups here. It's like 15% soul bonus, or it might be 25%. Oh, Fragrant Branch, you're nice. Those are the things I said that we need to actually get into certain areas. Even like boss fights. So if you want to fight the gargoyles in the Belfry Luna, you need a Fragrant Branch of Yore to be able to get past a statue in front of a boss fight, which is terrible game design, because there's a limited amount of these Fragrant Branches as well. Hello. So this is the person I normally kill to steal his clothes, and you can see so is just about everyone else, and they fucked it up because they're terrible. Maybe we still could. He just sells armor, and to be honest, we're not going to be using his armor. This is normally Titanite. Throne Defender Soul. Oh, the Throne Watcher and the Throne Defender. Okay, so the Throne Watcher and the Throne Defender are basically the Ornstein and Smaug of this game. Oh, that's interesting. It's another dual boss fight. So that was the one of them that we crunched. So we'll crunch the other one as well. To be honest, soul transposition, weapon transposition are like Dark Souls 3, fucking pointless in this game because you don't unlock it until you get quite far through the game to get to Ornifex. To be fair, we could actually get to Ornifex early because we got a Fragrant Branch of Yore early. Let's see what he sells. He sells his regular stuff. None of his stuff is ever good. We could just kill him and get 4 random items. What we'll do then... I'm almost committed to this Blacksmith's Hammer playthrough because I think it'd be kind of fun. Like I said, every boss in the game is a big armored dude. So what we need is a weapon that's good against armored dudes. Flame Butterflies are actually good. That's normally an Estus Flask shard. So Flame Butterflies just like you relight your torch. Lighting places up is a big mechanic in this. There's basically dark... I would call it Blighttown, but worse in this. And that is the gutter, which is down that big fucking hole. You basically need a torch for areas like that. That's where you fight the Rotten, which is definitely not Gravelord Nito as well. Right, let's rest at this bloody bonfire again. Oh, actually light it. That's what I meant. Let's light this bonfire. Right. Where else have we unlocked? Oh, the first bonfire. Got it. Hello, my friend. Nice ultra great sword. Again, Dark Souls 2, it's all about the big weapons, the ultra great swords. Because it's a slow game, you might as well capitalize it on being slow. If you try and get in a dex build in this, it's just not going to fucking work, to be honest with you. It can work, but it's just not worth it. Right, so we wanted like 20 strength, didn't we? I'm going to go 20 strength. I'm going to go a bit of vigor, and I'm going to go a bit of endurance. And we'll just be a meaty boy. All-in meaty boy build. Oh, that still leaves us with 10,000 souls. 13,000 souls. We could upgrade. We could ask. This is something you can't normally do in the base game because you have to kill the blacksmith to do it. But we could ask Leningrass to upgrade his hammer. Oh, there's another blacksmith though, isn't there? Oh, we need 10 decks as well. Fuck, my bad. Thank God we didn't spend all those damn souls. Right, excuse me. Hello. We'll see if we can also upgrade the hammer because it's actually not a bad weapon. I remember the hammer in Dark Souls 3 being absolute shite. Like, you have to kill one of the key characters to get it. Oh, endurance in this also increases your health, does it? Oh, and then there's vitality that increases equip load. Oh, God, yeah. Dark Souls 2's leveling system was wank compared to Dark Souls 3. I'm going to say it, FromSoft. It's bad. To be fair, they already know. They don't talk about this game. Right, okay. There we go. That's pretty good. Yeah, that'll help us out early on against all these bloody armored hollows. We're going to go straight to Heidi's Tower of Flame. Like I said, I want to try and beat Ornstein to start off with. Yeah, of course you can't upgrade any shit. We need to get the key. Oh, I wonder if the key is randomized. Oh, no, but shops aren't. Right, you normally buy it from a merchant in the Forest of Giants. I am trying to explain this as if people have never played Dark Souls before, in the hopes that if you've never played Dark Souls before, you could... That's not bad. 250. And this guy's also unarmored, so he's not the person that this hammer is really built for. You can see why so many people died against this guy, though, huh? You can see why so many bloodstains are here. Fucking fools. Right, give me that. Excuse me. We did get 4 random items. Shadow Dagger, Alon Captain's Hood, Imported Hood, and Falconer's Boots. Unfortunately, they were all shit. The Falconer's Boots actually are a slight upgrade there. We're still way below our equip load, so to be honest, any better gear is fine by me. The Alon Captain Helm. Oh, that's the one you get out of, the warm place. I can't remember what it's called now. The place where you fight the old Iron King. It's basically a place filled with flame. So, weirdly enough, that actually does tie into something I was going to talk about. We need a lot of flame resistance if we plan on fighting Ornstein, because he's guarded by a big fucking dragon, which is kind of a pain in the ass. That's a talking cat, that's Shalquar. She sells a ring called the Ring of Evil Eye, which could have been quite useful, because we get HP from enemies we kill. So, Dark Souls, the big difference between Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 1 and 3 is every time you die, you become more hollow, which obviously is the same. But as you become more hollow, your maximum health changes. So, there's normally a ring in Heidi's Tower of Flame, which is the first place we're going here, which will cap your health loss. So you lose half of what you would normally lose when you're hollow. So normally, you can max out your hollowing and you'll lose half of your total health, which is obviously massive. Particularly as there are enemies that can hit you and do like 75% of your health bar. Life gem times 3, not too bad. I'll talk about that in a second as well. Oh my god, we don't have an Estus flask. Oh shit. That's alright. One thing what was I talking about before I got horribly distracted and confused? Something. Estus flask shard. I actually don't remember what I was talking about now. Differences between Dark Souls. That's it, the hollowing. So it caps at 50%. So if you die 10 times, you'll be at 50% health. If you die 100 times, you're at 50% health. What does that one do? Does that shut the door again? I don't remember. Whereas that ring caps you at 75%, so you could die 1,000 times and still be stuck at 75% health, which is really, really good, but obviously it's going to be randomized, so it's not going to be there this time. Otherwise, you have to expend humanity, which is, I'm glad something they took out for Dark Souls 3, holy fuck. And this is one of the nicest design levels, in my opinion, in Dark Souls, just the actual aesthetic of the place. Heidi's Tower of Flame. Like, I just really, really like this area. This was the first place I came to when I first played any Dark Souls, and I just thought it looked really, really cool. This game has some really weird design choices. There's, like, areas, like I said, like the gutter, which are Blighttown scaled up to 11. And then there are places like this that honestly just fit in any sort of high fantasy. Just don't feel Dark Souls at all. And then there's also these big men. And this is why you go for a hammer. Oh, wow, we're doing half their health in one hit. Let's get the bonfire in a sec. These guys, you actually don't need to roll. You can just sidestep around them, which is always nice and fun. What, 400 souls apiece? Fuck, I thought it was only 200. This is going to be, as a summon, the Liquid Lord. And there's also Danny the Fire. We could summon these people to help us with Ornstein if we felt like it. I'm not going to do that because obviously we get banned. But that's okay. All right, let's rest at the bonfire. We could fight... So there's actually technically 3 bosses in this area. So there's a guy in that tower over there, in the actual Tower of Flame itself, the last Dragon Rider. There's a fucking dragon, which you can see over there, which is Not a difficult one at all, but the difficulty comes to getting to it, because it's got this big, long passage that it defends, and it breathes fire, which is why I was going to mention the Alon Knight Guard helmet. It's actually pretty good, because we're going up against potentially a fire-breathing dude to start with. Those knights won't wake up until we kill the last Dragon Rider. And then there's also Ornstein, who's in the tower by the dragon. I assume it's because Ornstein is a dragon slayer, so the dragon keeps him locked up? I have no idea. Right, let's go and get this as well. I should say it's not actually confirmed that it's Ornstein, but it's a guy who has Ornstein's moveset and is dressed like Ornstein. Mr. Streamer, he could be part of a military order where they slay dragons. That's true, but Ornstein's fate was left basically vague, whereas Smells was definitely not. So I'm on board with it being Ornstein. So there's the boss fight over there. You can actually see him stood in there, the guy with the big axe. If I just pan the camera slightly. It looks like quite a small arena. So what you do is, as you're going through Hidden Tower of Flame, you pull these fucking levers, and that will raise up. I can't understand what practical application this has. I can't understand why anybody would have designed that. How they got planning permission for it. Yeah, we want a massive, massive circular ring that descends, that raises and lowers out of the ocean for when people come to visit. How the fuck did they get planning permission for that? So this area is quite fun. You kill this guy and then the other two aggro. Early Dark Souls 2, I know like the back of my hand. Late Dark Souls 2, it's going to be a complete shit show. I'm promising you that. Everything post Lost Bastille, not a clue. Let's see if we can kill this guy before his mate turns up. Please. Why did that not hit? Did you see that? What a mess. Dragon Charm. I don't even know what a Dragon Charm does. I'm not confident we'll be able to beat the dragon to even get to Ornstein, let alone beat Ornstein. What's a Dragon Charm do? Dragon Charm? Dragon Charm. Cures poison and greatly restores HP. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, we do have an Estus. Right, sorry, my bad. I didn't realize the game starts you off with an Estus flask. So, this game, unlike Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3 as well, has something called Life Gems, which are... So, to drink Estus in this, it's prohibitively slow. It's so slow that you won't really get the opportunity to do it in the middle of a boss fight. Let's put it that way. To make up for that, for whatever reason, rather than just making it so that you could drink Estus quicker, instead... you get these life gems, which everyone and their fucking mother will drop, and those guys hiding knights are actually a pain in the ass, so let me just be a bit more careful around this guy. So rather than drinking Estus, they give you a whole fucking new item that you could drink instead, which is very silly. What's the two-handed attack? Not very good. Oh god, these hiding knights are quite strong, aren't they? We should probably deal with his big mate to start off with. Excuse me, I need to deal with your big mate. Just waiting for a mate. Whoa, hello. Please, let me just kill your friend. Coward. How did he hit me with that? What the fuck attack even hit me there? Alright, I think we're going to have to deal with this guy. He's being a dick. Damn, they are quick, huh? Waste a life gem just immediately off the bat. Whoa! Oh god, the healing's so slow. This fucking game. This is not the way we're supposed to be going. I should point that out. We're supposed to go completely the opposite direction. Thank you. Ugh. I was kind of hoping he would keep coming at me, but he was doing some Dragon Ball Z style charge attack, apparently. I'm going to try and get a backstab in. These guys are very tricky to backstab. He says doing it first time. Brilliant. They are normally, trust me, please, they are normally very difficult to backstab because they basically break the animation as you start backstabbing them, because that first attack that they've got is so fucking fast, they can interrupt it, basically. There is an item around here. Was it down? Oh, it's down where big fella's standing. There's the dragon. It's not dead. It's just sleeping, I promise. Just like the note you read at the aquarium that one time as a kid. Mummy, mummy, is that fish sleeping? Yes, it is. Meanwhile, it's just a fucking skeleton. Not that I'm speaking from experience about about our local... no, I can't say the name of the company. That would be a case for libel right there. Right, here we go. Here we go. This guy's got a big spear. These guys only wake up when you head into the dragon, so I assume these guys are trying to defend it. Hence why the other guy is the last Dragon Rider. Let's see if we can actually... What is that? You can get out of here with that shit. Okay, excuse me. I need to go and drink my Estus painfully slowly. What the fuck was that? Like, one attack, my dude's almost killed me. Oh, fuck off. Seriously. Give us some better armor. Granted how far we are up below equip load. 24 minutes we're looking at right now. I said we'd try and kill Ornstein in the first half an hour. It's still doable. It all depends on whether or not we can get past this dragon first try. Give me that. What's that? Spell Quartz Ring +1. Bit pointless, because I think that's only for sorcerers, but we'll still stick it on because we've got nothing else. Increase magic defense. No, completely wrong. It's actually pretty good. I don't increase the equip load to do that, but it's such a small amount, huh? Right, okay. Let's fight the Dragon Rider first. I would like a weapon with a bit more reach, to be honest, because this blacksmith's hammer has the same attack set as the mace. Yeah, it does. It might be better just to one-hand it, to be honest, just purely because we get a bit of extra range. Like I said, he's not going to wake up because they, for some reason, only seem to defend the dragon. This guy I've sat down here, though, we are going to try and kill because that ring is the ring I was talking about, which prevents hollowing. Excuse me, fella. Just gonna come behind you there. Ow. It's a bit rude. Twice I've been hit now. It's twice. Unbelievable. No hit run's ruined. Oh, God, I forgot that attack. Fucking homes on you. Excuse me, I gotta... Excuse me. Please, sir. Oh, my God, I'm actually gonna die here, aren't I? This fucking guy and his homing attacks. Fucking get out. Oh, God. Duh. Are we fat rolling? We're mid-rolling. My bad. Put on too much armor. Please, sir. That was a bad roll. That was a bad roll. Ah, fuck. That's it. That's all it takes now. The second I get hit a couple of times, I'm just tilted. Now it's all downhill from here because I'm going to get impatient. We'll rush down the Dragon Rider. Fuck it. The reason I say we'll rush down the Dragon Rider, we have to backtrack anyway. So there's not much point fighting all these fucking guys when we can just rush into the boss fight and deal with them. There is another thing we can pull. Oh, it's another homing boy. There's another lever we can pull to increase his arena again. I'm going to be honest, the boss fight for the Dragon Rider is easy enough that we just don't have to care. I'm not gonna big it up and say that, like, this guy is so incredibly easy he probably won't even hit us, because if I do get hit, it would be horribly embarrassing. So I'm not going to say that, but I'm going to imply it, and then even now if I mess up, I can still get out of it. Right, excuse me, I would like my souls back, please. What do we have, like 5k? That's not an insignificant amount of souls. I'll be honest, Dark Souls 2 throws souls at you like they're going out of fashion. Please get through the door. Right. Hello, Dragon Rider. I've got a big hammer. He's not going to like this. He doesn't like it. It's true. Classic Dark Souls 2 boss fight. Dude in armor who attacks very fucking slowly. Telegraphs like it's going out of fashion. Ow. If you hit me again, I'm going to be very annoyed at you. Shit. That was a roll. You could see that was a roll. So, the rolls in this game compared to Dark Souls 3, really not very generous. I shouldn't have played Dark Souls 3 immediately before playing this. That's going to fuck me so much. Alright. Gotta bear in mind, I cannot rely on roll so much. This game, you just get a fucking 100% tower shield and you hide behind it like a coward. Have I drank Estus yet? Did I show off how fucking unbearably slow it is to try and drink? Oh, thank you. The postman delivered me some things. Right into the office, which is always really great service there. And you giving him a key was the right idea. Okay. Excuse me, Mr. Dragon Rider. I love the scenery here as well. I mean, it's just really, really nicely designed. That's why I said it's got such a weird dichotomy of aesthetics in this game, which is also the name of my post-hardcore band. It really is just a complete clusterfuck. And that was one of the big criticisms, actually, of Dark Souls 2, was the just fucking complete random design choices they made with it. How did that not hit me? Oh, God, our stamina is garbage. Fuck. We gotta be very light on the rolls. I could basically afford one roll per attack, one swing, one roll. I'm too impatient for this guy. Now just pretend this is my first attempt. Oh, no, actually don't. I'll take it back. Let me drink. Why is it so slow? I did actually roll through that one. That's not really fair. Fuck me! I've lost twice to the fucking Dragon Rider. This weapon, gonna say it, shite. Fucking mace. Oh my god. I'm annoyed at myself now. I'm annoyed at myself. That's okay. That's okay. I don't like this fucking weapon. Have we got anything better? Have I got anything I can hit him from a slight distance with, where I don't have to be right up his ass to do it? I mean, the hammer does the... Oh, it's not that good, though. It does like 110. This does 166. That also has lower strength scaling. Better dex scaling, though. Better lightning and dart scaling. Requires 10 intelligence, which, to be honest, for one hammer is a waste, especially when we started deprived. I feel like it's probably a bit of a waste of time. I'm going to beat this fucking Dragon Rider, then we're done. Why are the rolls so fucking bad? Look at that. Oh, God, this is a mistake coming into fucking this game from Dark Souls 3. My God. Are we better now? I mean, that's slightly better. I'm going to fight him unarmored because I genuinely think it'll be easier, which is just a horrible game design choice. You know what makes this game easier? Just taking off all your fucking armor. And every time we die, you can see it there as well, I'm losing max health. So every time we die, we're being actively punished for it. Not only are we losing our souls... Oh my God, they're actually giving chase. Not only are we losing our souls, but we're losing the ability to potentially succeed in the future. This was a punishing game. Can't believe I almost fucking had him. I was literally one hit off of killing him there too. Oh my God. Night and day. Wow. Holy shit. Oh, we might have to do a purely naked run. This is unreal. I know it probably doesn't come across very different, but holy shit. This is actually feels like I'm in for a fucking chance this time. Remember when I said the Dragon Rider wouldn't hit us? That's what I meant. I didn't realize the rolls were that fucking punishing. Holy shit. Wow. Magic arrow. Thanks, Chief. No armor. Fuck it. Honestly, it's so fucking slow wearing any armor. That's what I'm saying. This is why Dark Souls 2 got a bad rap. Kind of deservedly, too. Like, it's easier to not play without armor because you're that fucking slow. Unbelievable. Hello. We could get up our equip load, I guess, but I'm not doing that. What am I, fucking coward? Chris's Faith, no thank you. Her things are still the same. She's got a nice painting of our house there. Thank you very much. If you walk away from characters, one thing that is cool. If you walk away from characters mid-sentence, they'll shout at you and call you a cock. They won't actually call you a cock, but they have that, you know, they have that style of... That way goes to... What does that go to? That goes to the pirate place, which takes to the Lost Bastille. So we'll carry on with this with the Forest of Giants next, I think. Because as it stands right now, the last thing I want to do is be heading over to the fucking Lost Bastille early. Because that's where you have to fight the pursuer. No, you don't. You fight him in the Forest of Giants. Fine, we'll go to the forest next. Because there's going to be a lot of items there. I want more Estus. And I would also like a better weapon. Because it's Blacksmith Hammer. Good against armored foes. But I mean, that. It's really great if you want to hit something that's 2 inches in front of you. Not too great.